Leadsmith here, coming to you from Dad Skills University, and today the topic is this little residential electrical receptacle, 125 volt, 15 amp, just like your normal ones in a normal construction build house. Only this has a port for a USB and a USB-C. So I've got a few items to make this happen. Obviously the receptacle, I have this old work electrical box. Now I need one because my house is a manufactured home and it does not come equipped to take the standard style receptacles. I got a few extra tools here for stripping wire and cutting some sheetrock and a little vacuum to clean up afterward. The most important tool is probably going to be this circuit tester. I need to know for absolutely sure when I start working on this that the power is off. And see, that red indicates that it's still hot, so I need to turn off the power. So that will verify power is off. So the reason I'm doing this is some of my outlets are starting to get a little bit weak and they're not making good connection. Age is taking their toll. And we're also in a more modern time where people are trying to find places to plug in their devices. And this particular outlet is in a spot where a lot of people who are needing a place to charge their phones are going to be looking for a spot. So it's a good common area. I'm not doing all of my outlets like this, but this is one of those that will benefit from a more modern style. Now fortunately, we only have one line of Romex coming into this outlet, so we don't have to worry so much about any kind of pigtailing or anything of that nature. Now, most likely, if you have a regular stick-built house, this is not what you're going to have. But if you have a manufactured home, this is what you have, and this is what you're going to use to convert to something more proper. Just to check one more time that power is off, because I'm going to cut this line. Now if you notice the line right here, this is actually a gauge for how much exposed copper we need coming out. If you haven't used one of these before, I'm going to throw up a card to another video to show you exactly what the purpose of these old work boxes are and how they work. So just like a normal electrical receptacle, your silver or chromish one is going to be the white neutral wire, and your dark one or brass one is going to be the hot wire, and as usual your ground is still green. However, we're not going to be creating J-hooks on these wires. We're actually going to insert them as is into these channels, and we'll tighten them down. Now, what's important here is we do not have rubber insulation extending into the crimped area, and we do not have copper wire extending outside of the box. I mean, now that our neutral and power are taken care of, we will do the same with our ground. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, with everything now hooked in, the challenge is going to be to get all of these into the box neatly. And looks like we have succeeded. So now it's just a matter of screwing the receptacle in place. I'm finding in this situation we might be better off using a good hollow ground flat tip. There's no support back here, and if I have to push to maintain a grip with the Phillips tip, I might actually push a hole into this wall. And I'm going to tighten them both at the same time. The top one is only partially tight. All right, tight and not moving. Now it's just simply a matter of selecting the wall plate of your choice. So out with the old and in with the new. Let's see how she works. Let's see. Looky there, the camera batteries are ready to charge. And the phone is charging. And of course, we can't forget about the actual electrical items. Perfect. So if you'd like to take a look at what I have here, the company is Eaton, and down there at the bottom is the part number. This is a product of Lowe's. I'm sure you can get them somewhere else. That's just where I got this today. And yeah, so just make sure you know what you're doing, because there's nothing about electricity that is friendly if something goes wrong. Leadsmith out.